Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome back to another edition of the Regional Review. My name is Enzo Amwele, the correspondent for Namibia Media Holdings here in the Central North. And today is World Book Day. As you can see, I'm seated here in Namvok Vocational Institute here in Okakarara. And please do stay tuned. Welcome back from our Daily 8 viewers. First up in our news, the governor of Oceanurupa region, James Wedika, handed over 21 wheelchairs to the 7 constituency councillors in Ochivarongo. The wheelchairs were initially handed over to the governor of Oceana region, Elia Irimari, and they were donated by the running group. There were initially 350 and it was divided equally amongst the 14 regions. And James Wedika urged the councillors to go on ground and evaluate and see the people who are really in need of the wheelchairs.
The situation on the ground better, you are able to identify who are those with needs in terms of wheelchairs. And as we establish the advisory council, your officers will also be requested to recommend people with disability in your various constituencies for them to constitute part of the advisory council, which is about to be launched soon, but we need to have the names concluded. As a concept note, and the framework is already agreed upon and is concluded. Having said that, this event is actually to hand over these wheelchairs to you officially, as we have been given by the running group of companies through the governor of Oceana region, Comrade Elia Irimari, that now we are handing it over to yourselves as councillors who are in touch with the sovereigns on a daily basis, who understand the dynamics in every constituency. You are able to identify those that are in need, and as a result, you will be able to provide assistance wherever such a need will arise. So the 21 wheelchairs will be for the constituencies, given to each constituency councillor, and I'm urging you as constituency councillors, do get hold of your faith-based leaders, religious leaders, traditional authority leaders, and local authority leaders. These are the leaders that are also in touch with the nitty-gritties and of our society, for them to be able to identify and provide you with the correct individuals or Namibians that you should benefit from this product that we have. It's a gesture that we take very seriously, and we want to thank the running group of companies. We want to thank the Honorable Governor of Oceana region and all the other regional governors for this effort that we have put together. And equally, I want to thank all the constituency councillors of Oceanurupa region for your determination, for your steadfastness, for your good working relationship and cooperation and coordination in executing government work. And I think, and of course confidently so, that going forward as a region, we are able to propel ourselves to greater heights in terms of service delivery and ensuring that our region is a united and socially developed region for the common good of its people.
Regional councillors of Oceanurupa region, we are having a lot of requests in terms of wheelchairs. We are sitting with adults, children. If you go to the social pay points, you see elderly that are coming carried by others because they need to come and collect their monthly pensions. Those are the target groups that we are going to look at, Honorable Governor. We are also looking at the children. We are seeing every morning that some children have been carried to schools because they are not having the mobility they need to walk themselves to school. Honorable Governor, I'd like to inform you on this note also that we are in discussion with a German company that we are looking at establishing a school with special needs in the region. We will be starting with Ochivarongo, where we will at least put up 2 classrooms for children with special needs.
Well, it is an indication that private companies are ensuring that they uphold their status of social corporate responsibility within communities. And next up in our news, the governor also hosted the councillors in the Oceanurupa region where they raised concerns such as poor funding at the council level and that there is no money to actually carry out activities in the communities. Councillors raised issues such as members of the residents approaching them asking for even the smallest amounts such as $10.
Of a series of regional consultations with various stakeholders that we are doing as leadership of the region with the aim of trying to craft a plan, trying to foster an element of coordination, cooperation, and active participation on a daily basis as far as community activities are concerned, as far as national development agenda is concerned. It's part of implementing the theme of the year, which is reimagine
itself, and the most challenge which we are facing there is water. So you will see that in GAM settlements they are still falling under rural water supply, and it's a challenge. As we are talking, those people, they don't have water there, and rural water supply, they are on the ground in GAM there. And
but obviously, as was said by my chairperson, one of the issues that we also did for the very first time in the history of the regional council that brought about all those realization was to be part of the budgeting team. And we took part in that exercise, and we saw it as a very important aspect for us to start to understand why perhaps we don't have money at the different vote. And
people are starting, when it comes to distributing drugs, maybe within the whole region, the epicenter is Ogaden when it comes to drugs abuse. Last time I spoke to regional commander, he said there was even a vehicle that was just going to Ogaden. So imagine a vehicle. So they have
with
to
drugs.
With drugs. So
A fully vehicle.
they have to do a very big distribution, but people are working hard on it, and then even some of us have started to do some groundwork.
These engagements between the governor and the regional councillors is to strengthen the relationship between this body and to ensure that the service is delivered promptly in the constituencies and all over the region. Next up in our news, Tsumeb Youth is to benefit from an investment of 3 million. The Tsumeb leadership and Dundee Precious Metals have entered into a 3-year investment agreement valued at 3 million to uplift livelihoods in the town and assist youth. This is in line with government's focus on youth-centered entrepreneurship as set out in the national budget that was tabled on Thursday. The town mayor Mateus Hangula said the investment will meet government halfway and at the same time address the dependency syndrome suffered by many youths. The agreement is set to benefit the vulnerable members of the community with initial focus on agricultural projects. Viewers, that brings us to the end of our news segment for today. Now we head over to an interview with a Namvok electrical engineering instructor, Inoka Karara. She tells us more about Namvok and she shares with us her journey and how Namvok is doing now.
Hi Namibia, my name is Jane Maharero. I'm a senior electrical instructor at Namvok Vocational Institute. I started my journey at Okakarara VTC and I went on to College of Cape Town, and after that is when I was employed here at Namvok. I also did TVET vocational at NAST, and I'm still continuing studying because studies never end. I am a woman in a man's world, and that is one of the motivations that I go about every day, because this is it's man-it-man's type of world, but we're here and we're doing it as a woman. And I don't know, is it because that it was founded by, this institute was founded by a woman, that it is more in a gender equality basis, because Namvok has traits that each trainer is a man and a woman, a female and a male in each trait. And we're proud of the equality that is happening at Namvok. Namvok was officially the idea of our late director, Ms. Sunshine Godi Upi, who founded this institution. Its incubation stage was early 2012s, but it opened its doors officially in 2015. It started off very small with only 2 trades and 90-something students. It started off with the electrical general and office administration as trades. And we have grown drastically over the years to now having added on 5 more trades onto that, which is air conditioning and refrigeration, livestock, 2 newer trades that are also in incubation stage, which is livestock husbandry and early childhood development. Namvok is a non-profit organization that has been existent since its 2015, as we said, and is growing drastically with as you can see, or if you will see behind us, we have a virgin land that we have to develop. This is the goal for 2030, educating the Namibian child. We would want to expand, and we would like to expand the institute further. And we've graduated over 100 students last year, because that was our first graduation. So far, the community feedback is very pleasing. We have, as we are the second institute in Okakarara, but we do not have a direct competition with Okakarara VTC, because we try to complement Okakarara VTC by having fields that are not necessarily at Okakarara VTC, and we hold hands together to educate our Namibian children. We are all in the same boat and all fighting to fulfill the Mission 2030. Namibia's biggest goal in TVET is inclusive education. And we have been trying to strive for this inclusive education by having a flexible admission structure. We are having admissions for the old system grade 12, old system grade 10, 16 points, grade 11, new system. And we also take bridging course students coming from kayak or Science Pioneer. We have the first level 3s in Namibia to graduate for solar installation equipment and maintenance, as we are the only 2 vocationals, being us and Enana VTC, that has this trade, that offers this trade. It's quite amazing to see the number of female students that are being enrolled in TVET programs. It is an indication that we are really, Namibia is really industrializing and having inclusive education. Before I leave, I would like to tell you that Namvok admissions is still open. I would like to thank you so much for having me on the regional review, and see you soon.
It is quite interesting to see women in a men field, as they say, and it was quite inspirational there by Ms. Jane Maharero. And well, viewers, we have come to the end of our show here today, and I hope to see you guys again next week, Thursday. Same time, different outfit, and obviously different place.